What is up, and good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It is a Tuesday and I realized I've been slacking a little bit. It's been like 2 weeks since we made a video, obviously with storms and stuff, and you know, we got lucky, didn't have any problems. You know, it's just kind of crazy, chaotic as normal, and the same excuse I have every time that, you know, I don't get to make content, but you know, I'm trying to pick it back up. It is like I said, it's Tuesday, it's October or something or another, like 15th, and the lot of stuff going on today. I'm gonna show you some stuff. I'm okay admitting my faults and what happened. We ended up taking the boat out this weekend, and everything was good. The weather was great. The water was a little cold. We went out to the island. The first day was fine, and the second day I was just backing up to the sandbar at Idle, and very slowly just kind of cruising, fighting the current a little bit, and the water was a little murky from the storm, so it made it a little visibility harder to see, and it shelved real hard, and we were backing up again, slow, not in any rush or anything, and we just hit the sand, and it actually broke the Skeg off my outdrive, which I'm thankful it was the Skeg and not the outdrive or the prop or anything itself, because they're about $55 or 60 bucks to buy a replacement weld on one. So at some point through this video we will be attempting to fix that ourselves. It's been a while since I've welded aluminum, let alone pop metal aluminum or cast aluminum. So we're gonna give it a shot, clean it up, and do our best. So I will show you guys that. I'm gonna show you a little bit about what's going on in the shop today, and I think there's one thing I never covered prior to when the whole YouTube thing kind of went away, and that is the track bars on my truck. I actually built the set, and they ended up being a little bit long, and I need to make some adjustments, but I ended up building a bolt-on set of track bars for my truck, which I will show you guys. I think I have some clips of. If not, I will just pan around and show you them right now when we get to the shop. Just wanted to do a quick update of my morning and kind of what's going on. So yeah, we're gonna head to work. I'll show you the track bars, I'll show you the boat and taking it apart and everything, and then yeah, we gotta get some work done today, and then we get to play with the boat some more. So we'll see. I also did some other work in the last couple weeks with the boat, so I will go over that briefly too, and just kind of give you a whole update on everything that's going on. But I know it's usually loud in here and you can't hear very well, so I will see you guys when we get to the shop. So we just pulled up to the shop, and I actually forgot that one of you guys had asked how the S300 swap was doing in the LML shop truck. It's been good. I know some people wanted to know about it. Again, it was a cheaper cementing kit. I know it's been kind of hit or miss with their kits, but everything has been good. It has been, God, I don't even know, maybe 20,000, 30,000 miles on it at this point, and it really has not had a problem. My buddy just borrowed my truck and went to South Florida to pick up a boat. So, I mean, and this weekend we're going on a road trip also, so I've been towing my boat around with it. It's been no problem at all, so everything is good so far. I do have a little bit of an oil leak, but I think that's from no fault but my own on the install side of it. It doesn't even drip on the ground. It just seems like there's a little bit of oil everywhere from the oil drain tube. Could just be something silly. And again, I don't remember if I showed these at all, but these are a set of track bars. Now, it's supposed to be a little bit closer back there, and I wanted to move the words part forward a little bit, but made these in-house. They're full bolt-on. Could use longer U-bolts, but they work. Probably a little thick for what needed to be, and a little long. But like I said, missed the mark on the measurements a little bit. But overlaid faceplate, we powder coated them in the shop in our ghetto powder coating oven. I think they came out pretty sweet. They're obviously dirty right now. They're normally kind of orange and black, but pretty good. So that's about it as far as the shop truck goes. Everything else has been good. A little squeaks and crunks there and here and there. Oh, I did get new headlights too. These are Morimoto's, I believe. I don't even know what kind, but I was sick of messing with the headlights, so we got these. I like them. They're good. I'll have to go inside to show you the rest of the boat. But recently we installed a couple speakers back here to put some music on the backside of the boat. So we added another amp, a subwoofer, and 2 speakers. I might need a larger amp, but we got this all installed over the weekend. I will cover that later. But like I said, right now, the drive is off the boat because we broke the skeg off. So I'm going to go inside and I will show you guys what all happened. But it's pretty easy to pull these drives. There's a water cable, like a speedo cable, and then 6 bolts. You gotta take these off the end. You slide it back a little bit. You have to undo the shift linkage, slide it all out. They are pretty heavy, but it's not too bad. Fairly easy to pull. And yeah, so we'll go inside, look at it real quick, and show you. And then hopefully in the next few days, the new part shows up and we can go over fixing it and welding it. First time doing it, so it should be pretty exciting, but I think we'll be okay. All right, so now we're gonna walk over to the boat stuff, and I'm gonna show you what I did. It was kind of a freak accident. I don't know if I covered it much or not before. My skeg's missing, and here's Logan. But basically what happened is I was backing up at idle, and I hit some sand and just broke the whole thing right off. So I'm gonna try, I already cleaned this up a little bit, but I'm gonna try and grind it and fill it in a little bit with weld to make it level, grind it out, cut out a new skeg out of this 1/2-inch aluminum plate, and hopefully stick it on there. But I don't have high hopes for this, but we're gonna give it my best shot. Alright, we have some shape starting to take. I got frustrated welding, so I started to grind it down some. I cleaned this up a little bit where I was kind of having problems welding. What I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick the drive up and lay it on its side and fill that in, because I'm trying to fight like gravity, like the weld falling out, and now I'm not really getting penetration. I'm just building up, so I don't really need to weld that hot, but to get it to stick, I have to weld it really hot, really fast, and it's just kind of being problematic. So I think I'm gonna lay it on its side and just kind of do it a little slower and cooler, but just build up and fill in all these dimples and imperfections and everything, so I can kind of blend it out into the outdrive. I gotta fill this into right here. Obviously, this is a little bit bigger. I left extra on here for tuning the edge, you know, so I can kind of shape it and then grind it and shape it and grind it. So this side just needs a little bit more. This side's pretty good. A little bit down here. Like I said, I kind of got to grind this side in and build the other side up, but I'm just going to go over all that and see if I can't weld this in, get it all welded up, and then shape it and at least get it pretty close tonight. So we can maybe get this thing back serviced, change all the seals in here and everything, and then get it back serviced, get it back on the boat so we can go out for the rest of the year. But it's looking pretty good. Maybe not perfect, but I think it'll work. It's better than what it was, that's for sure. So alrighty guys, before I wrap up this video, I had a thought that I think I'm gonna change things to a little bit. I'm probably gonna start posting on like Mondays or Fridays or something, but I realize I do all my work, most of it on the weekend, and then I try to I finish on Sundays, like it's Sunday night right now, and then if I was to edit, upload, and do everything on Sunday, I wouldn't post till like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and that just doesn't make sense. So I think I'm gonna slide it, or I could just go a week back, but I think I'm gonna try to post every Friday, let the weekend hit. So this video will be out like a week late technically, but that's how they'll all have to be to give me time to build up and upload. I know it's been a little while, but so I welded, I grinded, I touched up some spots with the weld. I still need to shape this thing like to the actual shape. It's a little oversized still. I'm just trying to get it cleaned up and nice and everything, but I think it came out pretty good. But I have extra up here, that's why it kind of looks like jaggedy. I filled that in with some weld, and I'm making a point there, so I have to fill that up more and then trim this back basically. And it's still super thick, but I would say all in all, for my first time, I got a couple pinholes and stuff I might fill in here or work a little bit more. But I've welded aluminum in school and stuff, but I never did a big aluminum project to build something, I guess, and actually stick it. And this is cast, so it really kind of sucks to weld to. So I've really struggled getting the machine set up just because I haven't done it in forever. And it's been a process, but I feel all in all it's coming out okay. I feel it's pretty solid, and it's gonna be okay. So I have to do the other side still, and then I have to take this all apart and change all the seals in here. So that's something I'm gonna learn too. Never done it before, but I'm gonna try. Apparently it's pretty easy, but everything still looks pretty safe, straight on here, and I'm tweaking it. I have left my oil drain screw loose, and it's been burping oil while I'm welding. I've kept everything in it because I was talking to a couple welders. It helps with actually heat soaking the whole lower unit. You don't want to build pressure because you don't want to blow the seals out or shoot oil out of a hole if you burn through. So I've left it open to bleed pressure, but I was able to weld, and I've been keeping it kind of warm, trying not to let it dry or cool down too fast or anything, because you don't want it to crack. So I took my time with the first few welds when I was down real deep in the base of the lower unit. All the welds I've been doing on the top side, because it came like this, so it went from up here across and then down to the bottom. So all the welds kind of up here and all that stuff, I've been a little bit more in it to win it on this side more. But all the ones on the cast part, I've been trying to keep the heat down and really not trying to crack this lower unit. Like I said, there's some pinholes and stuff. I might go back after. I don't want to take too much time filling them all, because once I shape it, because this needs to be thin. If we go with a factory one, right now it's pretty square across the board. It's a little thinner up here because I shaped the edge a little bit, but basically the factory one is thin in the front. It gets thick, this way in the middle, and then thins out in the back, and that's to allow it to cut through the water and everything, obviously. This one's pretty square, so I still need to kind of tweak the shape of it to match, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm going to weld the other side and then start tweaking it. That way, because if I end up taking more off, it doesn't make sense to add more material if I'm just taking stuff off. So if I can clean it up and get rid of all the little dimples and all that stuff without having to weld more, that's great. If not, I'll do a little touch spots and clean everything up and make it look nice. But again, it's going to get painted and be underwater anyway, so it doesn't need to be perfect, no. But I like taking the time to do this. I think I've done a pretty good job so far. I'm pretty excited about it, and hopefully it stays on. That would be That would be my ideal situation. I just want to have a boat back. But that's going to do it for today, guys. I'm going to go home and try and get this edited and everything. It almost looks like an Imco lower. But for a first timer welding, I had the amps at like 250 and 300 at points to kind of pulse and get like some hot passes real quick, and then pull out and keep heat out of it. I keep blowing a breaker when I'm welding aluminum with this thing though, and I definitely don't have all the settings right as best as I could, I guess. I mean, they're right enough to, I can weld it, but not perfect. Again, still learning, but so far so good. I feel like this replacement Skeg process hasn't been too bad, so that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I still hope you're liking this new content. I'm gonna go home, get this edited, get wrapped up, and start the next one. Hopefully this week we'll have some more cool stuff, maybe go over servicing the boat and all that good stuff. Again, that's gonna be the big push right here, and then next we have some other stuff coming up. So I'm trying to focus on one thing, finish it, and kind of keep rolling in that design. So I might even film some videos in between and then post them later while I'm doing boat stuff. So that's gonna do it, guys. I'm out of here. We'll see you later. Have a good night. Bye.